Hello everyone, I am going to be doing a video on the final Legendary-Diversa 2 collection. The final palette I have to do a first impression on is Annette's palette. And this one is the Mighty Monster palette. And this is what the packaging looks like. The packaging is really, really beautiful. My favorite packaging out of all of them. I love these crystals, and we've got Mighty Monster on here, and then comes with a sleeve, and then take that off, and these are the colors. So out of all of the palettes, this one was the most scary to me, so I got it last. However, now that I have it in my hand, I'm really excited to try a certain look. So I'm not sure if I will do one look today, because the look I have in my head right now is quite well, not really intricate, but like something I've never done before. So I don't know if I'll just do it on both eyes. And not only that, I don't know if I have enough clean brushes as well to do both eyes, but we'll see what happens. But this color scheme is a lot more colorful in comparison to Judy's and Tina's. Judy's is more pastel. Tina's has a similar color story where there's a couple of neutrals and some pops of color, but hers is more muted. This one's a lot more bright. Kind of reminds me of acrylic paint. It's quite blocky, like block colors like that you find in like a cartoon, like, or a comic book. You know, it's not bright, but it's like a comic book color. Bold would have been a better word. Yeah, these colors are a lot more bold, and this color here I'm really excited to try. This one is called Electrum, and then this palette also has embeds in it. So we've got the Odens eye symbol, we've got scales down here. I'm not sure what this embed's supposed to be. Scales again. It kind of looks like little footprints or something. It's kind of cute, if my camera will focus. And then down here we have a little snake symbol to represent the snake, because it's the Ouroboros. Along with the palette, you get 3 lip products. There are 2 shine, which are more opaque shiny lip glosses, and then you have a glow, which is a sheer, more of a topper that you'd pair with one of these or pair on top of a lipstick, and has a lot of shimmer in it. And we'll try one of them today. And then I also got 2 little freebies. And I have my girl with me, Ebony, because she likes attention. But I got the same little freebies I got with the other 2 palettes. I got the scarf. It looks like this. So it matches the palette. It's really, really cute. And then I also got the little keychain. And this is my favorite keychain. Look. He's so cute. He's got a double chin and everything. And there's a duck, a mushroom, a little gem, a bunny, a cupcake, and an Odin's eye symbol. So this is definitely my favorite because he's just so tubby. He's so chubby. Look at him. He's so tubby. So that's what we're going to do today. I've already primed my eye. So yes, I probably have a hard time reading the names of this because my eyesight is just not that great without my glasses on. But yeah, but the colors that I kind of want to go for today, this one, and I want to blend it out with this one, not this one. And then maybe use these 2 as well. And possibly these 2 on the lid, and then these 2 on the bottom lash line. think that would be really, really fun. Maybe a little bit of this to kind of tie it in. I don't know yet, but yeah, the bottom lash line is where I'm gonna really like get into it. It's very dull today. It was quite sunny yesterday, but it's been like kind of rainy, so the day is a bit, it's still quite warm though, because it is May. So okay, so the first thing I'm going to do, yes, my love, I'm gonna take like a pretty like thick fluffy brush, because I'm gonna do the top part first. And I'm going, this is the Dear Dahlia 254. I kind of want my top to be kind of bold, but not as bold as my lower lash line that I'm planning on doing. So that's what we're gonna do. And I'm gonna go in with this one here, CBTS, which I'm not sure what that means, but I'm gonna go at the corner because I don't want to touch that embed or imprint. But yeah, I want this to be kind of just adding a little bit of depth to my eye. I'm not gonna go on the lower lash line or anything, but I want this to add a little bit of depth, just so that my eyelid isn't completely flat, especially in contrast with what I'm planning on doing on the lower lash line. But so far this is very pigmented. I do like that across all three palettes we have two matte browns. It helps with making the palette significantly more wearable, because adding a brown always adds a little bit of grinding to it. Like, it brings it down a little bit. And especially with how I'm using this, I just want this to kind of be in my eye socket, you know, and on my hood, because if this was completely bare, this would be what I'm planning on doing underneath would be way too much. So, but so far I really, really like it. I don't want an awful lot on my upper lash line. My lid, there we go. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of Abyss, which is this darker brown, and I'm just gonna tap really, really lightly, and I'm just gonna put it right here on the outer part of my eye, just for a little bit of depth, but not to the point where you can really notice that dark brown. I just want a tiny little bit of depth, so that way it's not completely flat. And then I'll just blend this in circular motions. Layers very, very well. All of Odens Eye matte shades have been really, really good. I added a little bit too much there, but I will blend. That's all that matters. Just blend. I'm gonna go back in with that first shade and just blend it out. I'm not changing where I'm putting it. I'm not adding it to new places. I just want this to be and then what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a clean piece of tissue. I'm just going to wipe this off, and I'm just going to blend on top. Just to make it nice and pretty. I'm going back and forth whether or not I want to shave my eyebrows, that way I can go up higher. But it's shaving my eyebrows, and it's a bit, of a deal to do that, isn't it? Because your eyebrows are a very prominent feature in the eye, but we shall see. We shall see. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a brush, but I don't know what kind of brush I'm going to take. I have this pencil brush. It's actually by Freyr. It's called a blending brush, but I'm going to use it as a pencil brush. And I'm going to go into this shade, Jormungandr, which is the name of the world serpent that wraps around the world. He's also the son of Loki, so the Norse god. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go down quite heavy on this. But what I want to do is I want to leave like a little bit of a gap in between my eye and between my lower lash line. She is not happy. What is it? Is it because I'm doing a video and you're not a part of it? But what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go over this a little bit. Just like so. I want this to be very heavy. This is very, very pigmented. This is really, really pretty. A little bit, but not too much. I'm kind of giving Egyptian. And then what I want to do is take a blending brush like this, and I'm gonna go into Ragnarok, this matte red. And Ragnarok is the prophecy that Asgard will fall. So this is the shade that scared me the most out of the entire palette, which is why I bought it last. But what I want to do, I want to blend this underneath because I think it would be really cool. Like, look, it's so cool. Because blue and red make purple. I just think it looks really, really cool. This looks really cool. I like this. I think what I should have done is go a little bit thinner with the blue, but I still really, really like this. And this red is a beautiful, beautiful shade. These are blending together so well, being opposites. That's so pretty. I'm just gonna really blend like so. And then I'm gonna make sure that it's this little red part here is blended really well. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use a little bit more of that red and kind of like blend it here. To kind of blend it under that brown just a little bit. This is so pretty, but you know why I wanted this to be a little bit more muted. But I needed shape, you know? Otherwise this would not look all that great. Okay. I was about to say next and then at the same time. Next, I'm going to take a flat brush. This is just a flat eyeshadow brush, Dear Dolly 157. And I'm going to go in with, I'm stuck between Serpent Scales and Electrum. I think I might go with Serpent Scales on the top to tie in that I'm not too sure, actually. I'm gonna go in with Electrum, actually. I think Electrum will be good. I'm going to spray my brush without annoying my cat, Ebony, who is a baby. But that's what it looks like on the brush. It's beautiful. Okay, and I'm just gonna keep my eye open. This is like full glitter. This reminds me of the Jewel Shine in Nora, I think the name is, but it's a lot cooler. Oh wow, this is beautiful. And I want this to kind of be all over my eye. It's incredibly metallic. I did have to like pack it on a little bit though for it to get this intense, but it's so beautiful. It's a lovely like foil shadow. I'm also gonna put this on my outer corner too. Leave that inner corner flat, bare. Why did I say flat? Why did I say flat? Because you are a fool. That's why you are a fool. I do have a little bit of a chunk right here, as you can see. I'm trying to like get rid of it by like patting it. But look at that. That's beautiful. And with my eye open, whoa, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I'm gonna spray this again. Just Ebony looking at me funny because I am spraying. And I'm just gonna put this slap bang in the middle, which is why I left. I didn't really go in too heavily with the blue. I just applied a little bit of that blue just so that I wasn't gonna apply this on a bare, just so that the right slap bang in the middle of my lower lash line, it wouldn't be completely bare. But I'm just gonna kind of like that, kind of like tears almost. I think this is beautiful. This is such a beautiful shade, Electrum. It really is a foil metallic. It's beautiful. Has a little bit of a fallout right here, but it's not that bad. I'm just trying to brush this off. I would definitely apply this with a slightly smaller brush. Next time I would definitely go out with this makeup on, but I would use a slightly smaller brush just so that I can get more that shape that I want it to be. But whenever I'm looking straight ahead, yeah, it's pretty like slap bang in the middle. What I want to do, I do want to try this shade, Solar Burst. It's such a bright, bold yellow. It's not a canary yellow, it's literally yellow, like the primary color yellow. It's like it's kind of like the shade of yellow you would think of when you are thinking of like a children's playroom. You know how in children's playrooms you have red, blue, and yellow everywhere? that shade of yellow, like that blocky Lego kind of yellow. It's really, really pretty. I am going to take, I have no clue what kind of brush, because some of my brushes are a little bit dirty. I'm going to take this brush, actually. Screw it. I'm going to take this brush, and I'm going to put it, I want to see what it looks like blended right here. I want to see what it looks like. I'm just going to take, it's a lot more orange on my brush, but it has a little bit of an orange to it. But I just want to see what this would look like as a little bit of like, ooh, that's very pretty. This is quite a grungy yellow too. If you pair it up with Jormungandr and kind of like blend the two of them out, like I did with Jormungandr and Ragnarok, you can kind of grunge it up a little bit. But yeah. But if you kept them separate, you can have like a really pretty, like color block kind of look. This adds a really lovely pop of color because it's quite orange and it stays in that neutral. I know yellows isn't a neutral color, but whenever it's very orangey like this, it's a lot more neutral than if in comparison to a yellow that doesn't have any yellow in it. A yellow that doesn't have any orange in it. If that makes any sense. And I just wanted to be peeking. Just peeking above my hood. Yeah, that's pretty. That's really pretty. And it helps kind of carve out my lid. Hi, Theodora. She's been very clingy with me past couple of days. Yes, I've changed their food. I'm changing them onto a better diet. But every time she eats the wet food, she throws up because she instantly swallows. So she hasn't really been feeling too good. But as of now, she's okay. I kind of want to put this Midgard Gleam. What would this look like on top of this, or on Solar Burst? This would look beautiful on top. I'm gonna go in with, you know what, I'm gonna go in with that same brush and I'm gonna wipe it really, really well. Wasn't planning on using Solar Beam at first. Not Solar Beam, Midgard Gleam. Beautiful. Midgard is Earth. So we are in Midgard at the moment. Woohoo! Okay, but Midgard Gleam is really pretty peachy orange. And it has a lot of green and silver glitter in there. It's really beautiful. I'm gonna tap this. Ooh. That's very pretty. It's not picking up very well on this kind of brush, but it's okay. I blame the brush, not the shadow. But I just want to use the same exact brush. But I'm gonna, also I didn't spray it. I just want to see. Oh, it's subtle. It adds a lovely subtle glow to it. Look at that. Just a lovely subtle glow. This I think this would be a really beautiful color if you have gray or blue eyes. Just all over the lid, blend it out with these colors. Just on the top, have a beautiful, beautiful, just orangey peach that just brings out the eyes. Or you can do like a sunset look. You know what? Just move these colors on top. I kind of did like a little bit of like a sunset kind of look, didn't I? Look. Like this is the ocean. This is the sun, and then this is the light of the sun. Ah, cool. I actually did something cool. Unintentionally. But yes, I kind of want to try I want to try that Midgard Gleam in the next look on its own to see what it looks like, because it's beautiful on top of that Solar Burst. That's beautiful. I love that Solar Burst. Now that I'm older, like yellows and shit, I'm starting to really like them. I wouldn't wear them clothing wise, but I would definitely wear them makeup wise, because it's just I just don't think yellow would suit me all that well. I am, from what I've learned on the internet, I know I'm a summer, but that's about it. I think I might be a soft summer, but yes. For the inner corner, I'm going to use this one. This is called Glow Vortex, and it's you really see, it looks like a multi-chrome. It looks like a very icy pink. It's more white, but it has a tiny little bit of pink, and it has a lot of gold and silver glitter, and it kind of has this lovely sheen to it. I'm going to use a lip brush because I do like using lip brushes as well for eye looks, because yes, if you were to do this, I would probably use a lip brush or a very thin eye brush, but rather than the brush I use. But I'm just going to pick this up, and then I'm going to, yeah, on the brush it has a beautiful green and blue shimmer in there, and we're just gonna, oh my god, this color, oh, this is such a beautiful, you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of opal. This is such a beautiful shade. It is, oh wow. I think this is my favorite palette. I know I said that about the last one, but I genuinely do. This color is absolutely stunning. It really is. I just want to keep applying it. I don't need any more, but I just want to keep applying it. That is just wonderful. I'm just going to take my finger and just blend. Just tap, that way there's not a complete like block between your Mungander and Glow Vortex. This was the scariest palette for me, and it turns out that I really love it. This is what I love about makeup. This is why I fell in love with makeup all over again. It's just experimenting and just not really caring about rules anymore, and it's made it so much fun, and playing with color and it's lovely. There we go. Excuse me. When it comes to liner, I will pick a liner and I will be right back. So I've kind of went between two with this. If you want something a lot more subtle, then I think I would go with a Silver Lake by Colourpop. It's a lovely peachy gold color. It's like a peachy, really lovely metallic peach. It's really pretty, and I think it goes really well with the top. Miss Ebony, Little Miss, she wants attention. You will get attention when I'm finished, my darling. Or you could go with this one, which is called Solaris. This is by Kaleidos. This is their metallic liner. They take a bit to get on the waterline, but once they're on the waterline, they stay there. And my goodness, is it bright. Very bright. So if you like it to be a little bit brighter, this is a lot darker, as you can see, but has that really lovely like warm reddish kind of feel to it. Or you could go in with like a blue, but I don't really have, or yeah, you can go in with a blue or even a purpley pink that you go to kind of tie in with the lower lash line, but I haven't really found one that really. There's this one called DTLA. This one might go really well too. This is a really lovely dark navy, which I'm kind of stuck. I'm kind of stuck because it would go out either way. So I think what I might do, I might go in with this blue so that it ties in with the lower lash line, but it also can kind of bring this little kind of teardrop out of a bit. So we'll see what it looks like. This is one of my favorite blue eyeliners as well. I don't really go in with a dark liner sometimes on the lower lash line because I do have hooded eyes, so it just sometimes makes my eyes look a little bit smaller, but I think it's adds a nice depth, and you can really see that gold, not gold, it's kind of like a, sometimes it's difficult for me to like describe color, but it's like a white, very, very white gold shade in Electrum. This is a look that I've come up with. This is the first look. Wow. Wow. I like it. I like it a lot. Mascara, I would personally go with a brown mascara. I don't own a brown mascara though. Haha. So yeah, I don't own a brown mascara. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go with one of the Lethal Cosmetics. Funny enough, the one that Ebony was playing with a couple of days ago. This is called Static. It's a dark blue. I think this would also tie in with the blue. What I'm going to do is, I had my curler. I'm going to curl my lashes. And then we'll see how this goes. And then blink a few times, because you don't want to blink while this is, it's painful. And you run the risk of it potentially ripping your eyelashes out, and that is sore. So we're gonna go with Static. This came with the Mellow Grove collection from Lethal Cosmetics. And I know I have a mirror somewhere. Nope, you know what, screw it, I'm just gonna use this mirror. Oh, I like this mascara a lot. Oh yeah, this has no problem coating my lashes. I think the first time I used that pink one, the reason why I didn't get to the bottom of my lashes was because I didn't curl them. But this one has the best formula so far. It's very beautiful. It's not fair, it's not liquidy, it's a little bit thicker than the other two that I've tried. The other two that I've tried are Spark, which was the one that kind of disappointed me a little bit, and Current. So this is really, really beautiful. Or you could even, like with the lower lash line, if you had like a glitter mascara just for the lower lash line, lower lashes, it would be beautiful. But I love how, yeah, this one's my favorite. I really like this one. It's a beautiful gray toned, kind of like it's kind of like a periwinkle blue, but it's like deepened and added a little bit of gray to it. It's beautiful, and it does kind of look black, but whenever you really look at it, you can tell that it's blue. It's lovely. Very, very pretty indeed. All right, for the next look, I'm excited, but I don't know what the heck I'm gonna do. So we've used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We've used 8. So I'm gonna go in with these 4 shades here to try these out. 1, 2, 3, 4. I do really want to try this shade again. I really, really want to try that shade again. Just on its own without putting on top of anything. So what I'm gonna do, I haven't really planned this one out, so forgive me if it turns out not as good as this one, because this one I actually had a clear vision and it came to fruition, and I fucking love it. I love it. Okay, I'm going to go in with a little bit of CBTS again, just so that I have a nice base, just a nice brown, just so I can blend everything out. And I'm using the P. Louise. This is a what brush is this? It doesn't have a name, but it's very, very thin. It's a very thin, fluffy brush, and it's good for adding of very little color. So this, because the brown, I really don't want this to be seen that much. I want this to kind of be used as a bit of a transition for that purple to kind of blend very easily. And yeah, literally just a sweep, just a wash of color. She is having a little bit of a protest at the moment, a silent protest. She keeps coming in and staring at me, but I really like the CBTS color. It's very, very beautiful. That's a nice, like I said, you can use it to be the forefront and make it very brown and neutral, or you can use it the way like here, like this is completely neutral. You could change this color and just make it brown if you want it to. Beautiful. Or like this, I'm using this to put underneath that purple so that it just has something to blend into and it's not so harsh, you know. Because another thing too, the purple I'm going to be using is matte purples are always quite hard to use. It's just the pigments. So, but the previous purples I haven't tried. I've tried from Odens. I've been really good. I haven't actually done the third look, by the way, with Tina's palette. This actually came before that, but I will do a third look with Tina's palette, and I will do a third look with Annette's palette. I actually might do that with in one video, do one on each eye. That would be a good idea. But yes, I'm gonna go in with Ophidian. Ooh, what's a beautiful name, Ophidian. That's a stunning name, Ophidian. That would be a beautiful name for a snake. Funny enough, I immediately thought of a snake. I immediately thought of a shiny rainbow boa. Even, oh my goodness. Anyway, so we're just gonna put this right where we put that brown with the same brush. People are starting to wake up, and people are starting to make some noise, and she's not incredibly happy about that because it just scares her, you know. She doesn't hide as much as she used to, but I kind of want this to be a little bit more like that, and then whenever I blink you can kind of see. I'm gonna bring this up a little bit higher. That way you can see it over my crease. Well, not really over my crease, over my hood. So I always find it a little bit harder to do my right eye, not only because I'm left-handed. My right eye is a lot more droopy, so it's a little bit more hooded. So I have to like really work. This is blending out like a dream. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. But I decided I kind of want this to be a little bit more angular. I think this would be really beautiful underneath Ouroboros as well. That really beautiful sheer kind of lilac. It's kind of like a lilac and a lavender kind of mixed together. But I'm just going to blend this out a little bit more. That's beautiful. It's a beautiful shade. Really, really pretty. I'm going to take this shade called Oceanic. Beautiful ocean, like a light sky blue, you know, really, really beautiful. But a little bit deeper, like think of a sky blue, but make it a little bit darker, just a little bit darker. I'm gonna use that same brush again and wiped it off really well. And I'm just gonna kind of take the side of the brush, not the tip of the brush like I did with the purple. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start in here and I'm going to just blend. What's your opinion on that, honey? She has reacted pretty well with the food change. I might do a video on what I feed my cats whenever I've fully transitioned them, and I find like what they like and things like that. But she's been doing really, really well. I've bought them fishy sprats a couple days ago, and she's the only one that's enjoyed it. So kind of want this to be a little bit more concentrated on the inner part of the eye. This is blending out beautifully, and mixing it in with that Ophidian shade, it's kind of making it into a really dusty purple. What I like a lot about Odens eyeshadow palettes is that you can mix the colors together and it makes a completely different color, so you kind of have more colors in a palette than there actually are. You know what I mean? I made another color. Does that make sense? It's a 12-pan eyeshadow palette, but I've made a 13th color. You know what I mean? Technically a 14th color when I mixed up red and blue together. You know what I mean? And then I kind of want to... The girls are fighting, which is quite rare. They don't really fight that much. I kind of want... Kind of like what I did with this, with Ouroboros out here. Yeah, I kind of want to see that blue a little bit. That blue is beautiful. And I kind of want it kind of over this as well. And like blend that in. And then it will transition into this really beautiful purple, you know. It's also cooled it down a little bit too. I'm gonna go back over, don't worry, with that Ophidian shade. She's having a fit because her sister doesn't want to play with her anymore. She's fed up. You fed up, honey? I'll go back in without Ophidian shade, and I'm just gonna literally just reinforce that purple again, especially on the outside like that. See? My goodness, I'm having so much fun. Literally just in here. There we go, just to deepen that out a little bit. But that's so pretty. That's so pretty. I'm gonna kind of go back in with a slightly bigger brush here and kind of blend this bit out a little bit more. Just so I can see. Okay. Next, I'm going to try serpent scales. I almost called it dragon scales. It's not dragon scales. Dragon tails, dragon tails. Anybody remember that? I don't. I only know the freaking theme song from Vines and shit. I just know that, but I'm gonna go in with a flat brush. Spray the shit out of it. Spray it. And then I'm gonna pick it up. Ooh, pretty. I always have a problem with like these kinds of colors, like any kind of super shimmery colors, like picking up on the brush. This is a beautiful ocean, like deep. Oh, well, I kind of messed that up a little bit. Hold on. Kind of messed it up a little bit. Kind of made it, it's kind of chunky. So you can see. But it's fine. Tap this off. And we're gonna use this on the outer part of the lid. I'm gonna kind of touch it's giving me a little bit of, I'm trying to describe this. It's kind of like a deep teal. It kind of reminds me of, you know, whenever like kelp forests, that kind of depth. But whenever it's on the eye, it's a little bit more green, like a lighter green. And I want this to really focus. Yes, it's very aerial. Very aerial. Kind of focus on the outside like that. That is so pretty. And then on the inner part, I'm going to go in with Ouroboros, which is this really pretty lavender-y, kind of lilac-y. Actually, I wonder how... No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not. I'm going to go in with Midgard Glow on the inner part to see what that looks like, you know? And I'm going to spray my brush. We're just going to go on the inner part. Oh wow, that's beautiful. I like this Midgard Glow shade. I really, really do. Oh, it's beautiful by itself. It really is beautiful by itself. But I just took that clean part. It blends in beautifully. I love that. And it kind of looks like I have 3 eyeshadows on when I don't. Beautiful. 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 Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I'm gonna go in with a fluffy brush. I'm gonna go back in with that oceanic shade. I'm just gonna lightly go in. On the lower lash line. And it'll kind of it go out a little bit too low because it just kind of look like I have a bruise, but it's fine. I do have a little bit of fallout, but from oh wow. Yeah, I do have a little bit of fallout from the Serpent Scale shade, but it's okay. That is such a pretty color. Yeah, I wouldn't go so far down with this one, actually. I went a bit too far, but it's okay. It's fine. I will live. It's perfectly fine. I'm gonna then go in with another brush like this, and I'm gonna go in with that purple again, that Ophidian, and do it closer to the lash line, just so. Just to have it quite subtle, you know? I kind of want this to be a little bit more subtle. This kind of reminds me of a fish, the way I've done it, but yeah, that's okay. I'll just take a small little brush. This is a lip brush again, yes. And I'm going to go in with that Ouroboros shade. And we're going to use this in the inner corner. Ooh, it picks up really beautifully without spraying, but I'm still going to spray it anyway, just to avoid any fallout, or as little fallout as possible. I'm just going to use this in the inner part. Oh, wow. It's not as intense as Glow Vortex, but it is still very pretty. Oh wow, it's so pretty. It has a little bit more of like a reddish tone to it. That is stunning. When it comes to liner, I'm thinking of going in with this one by Kaleidos again. This is called Sea Sparkle, which, no, that is not the color I'm looking for. I'm looking for the purpley one. I am looking for the purpley one. I will be right back to find that purple. So I'm back. The liner I ended up using was the Soul Moon gel liner in number 8. It's really pretty lavender. I think it looks very, very nice. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back in with that static again because, static again. I think it's a beautiful, beautiful mascara, and I think it would still look really pretty with this. So I'm just gonna curl my lashes with my right hand, not my left, because it'll just be easier. Blink, blink. And because it's a really pretty blue, and it's not too dark of a blue either. Yeah, but I really like this mascara. I really, really like this mascara. You can also go in with a lavender mascara too if you wanted to. But my goodness, is it just beautiful. You can also go in with this one a lot more without it clumping as much. So that is both of the looks. We ended up using all of the colors. Yeah, we used every single color in the palette, didn't we? Yep. My favorite colors, definitely Solar Burst, Glow Vortex is stunning, Midgard Gleam is beautiful, Electrum is really stunning. Serpent Scales was a little bit difficult to get on my brush, and it was a little bit, I noticed it was kind of crumbly, so I had to like put it back in. Excuse me, I had an apple before this, I'm so sorry. But like, all the colors worked really, really beautifully, and that Ophidian shade, that matte purple, yes, it's a matte purple, but it works really, really well for a matte purple. Matte purples are hard to make. It still worked. Yeah, this is such a beautiful, beautiful palette, and I would highly, highly recommend it. And I'm really glad. I really like both of the looks I ended up doing. So I think they look really, really pretty, and they kind of look like cohesive as well. Kind of look related as well. But I like how Midgard Glow on this eye is a lot more orangey, especially because I put it on top of that Midgard, that Solar Burst. While, what did I say? Did I say Glow Vortex? I think. No, Midgard Gleam, this one is a lot more yellow on this eye because it doesn't have that. It's a lot more cool, so it looks a little bit more yellowy, while on this eye looks a lot more orange. But this is, yeah, I like this palette a lot. It's a lot of fun. It's been my favorite out of the three. I've had so much fun with it. It's literally been a mixing palette for me. I did go a little bit too low with that on my lower lash line with that Oceanic shade. I wouldn't go so low with it next time whenever I like go out with it. And not only that, the other thing with the serpent scales, it did fall out. Didn't have as much fallout on this side of my face, but I do have quite a bit on this one, and this will not go away. So definitely do your face makeup after using this palette, just to be on the safe side. But yeah, I really like it a lot. I really like what I've done, and I hope you've enjoyed it too. So I completely forgot about the lip products, which is, I was about to end it there. I completely forgot. I was so enamored with this. I completely forgot. Okay, so the lip products, we've got two shine. So we've got Brilliance, which is this pretty coral shade. Bright coral. They all, why do I smell them when they don't really have much of a smell? I don't know. Then we've got Endurance, which is another shine. And this is more of a brown color. And then we've got the Glow shade, which is called Creativity. And this is a beautiful kind of, wait a darn minute. These are the wrong ones. I just realized that these are the wrong ones. I just realized that these are the wrong ones. I just realized it's these ones. It's these ones. Those ones were Tina's. These ones are Annette's. We've got, but again, we have two shine and one glow. So I was like, these look really familiar. That's why. The first shine is called Snake Kiss. Apologies for that, but this is a really pretty dark, deep brown. It's really beautiful. This will look really good with both of these, I think. Then the other one is called Mythic Rose, which is a lovely true rosy color. This one will look better with this look, I think. And then the glow is called Breath of Fire. Oh yes, I can put my glasses on. Let's see what this looks like with my glasses. Ooh, pretty. And this is called Breath of Fire. It's more of a orangey red, very pale, kind of jelly orangey red. Again, don't really have much of a scent. Which one will I put on? I'm going to try Snake Kiss. I think Snake Kiss would look really good with this. Whoops, without knocking everything over. I need to clean my glasses, actually. Okay. I'm going with Snake Kiss, which is more of the brown. And I haven't done anything with my lips. This is stunning. Very deep. At least on my skin. Has a little bit of like a peach in there. It's like a dark peach. It's so comfortable on the lips too. And it's very opaque for a lip gloss. This is lovely. I like shades like this. I'm trying to... I noticed it does look a little heavy on this lip line here. But that's what it looks like. I think it looks really pretty with both looks. I think it complements this look a lot more because it's a little bit warmer. This look, I think, would suit the other two a lot better. Especially that glow because it's so sheer. But this is what it looks like. It looks really lovely. It feels very comfortable. It's not sticky. I like the Odens lip gloss formula because I don't really wear lip gloss an awful lot because I tend to wear my hair down quite often. And when I do, of course, you know, the wind but this is not sticky, it's not uncomfortable, it feels lightweight. Lovely. My lips feel very moisturized. And it's not sticking. I really like it. So far, I really like this collection. I like the palette. The palette was beautiful. The lip color that I used was beautiful. Let me just swatch the other two. So, oh, this is Breath of Fire, which is a really pretty glow. It's kind of like a bright, on my skin, it's like a bright pink. So this will be really pretty just for like a bright, kind of like a natural pink. If it didn't have that glitter, it would make a really good, just not like natural everyday, because obviously with that glitter it won't look natural, because people will be like, will look at you, be like, you're clearly wearing lip gloss. But then this is Mythic Rose, and again, it's a stunning. Mythic Rose also has a lot of pink, a lot of pink and violet and light blue glitter in there. But these two look pretty on top of each other as well. They're both very glittery. This one doesn't have any glitter, at least on my lips. No, it's just very shiny. So that is the look. I would 100% recommend it. Oh, out of the three of them, I did have a lot more fun with this. If you like to mix color, and if you like to have a lot of fun with color, I would go with this one. If you love pastels, of course, Judy's. And if you like more mossy, grungy, I would go with Tina's. Out of the three of them, which one would I use a lot more often? It would be Tina's, because it does fit my aesthetic a lot more, and also just my own personal makeup style. But this was definitely the most fun for me, and I loved mixing the colors, and the fact that this was originally the palette I was scared of the most just makes me feel quite happy that I kind of bit the bullet and I did it, and I ended up really enjoying it. So that is the palette. I really love it. I would recommend it. I would repurchase all three of them. I think they're all beautiful. And you know, Odens eye formula, 100%. So definitely worth the money just for the palettes alone. If you wanted the lip products, by all means, but the palettes, always stellar, always. So that is my video. I will do another one, and I will do one look with on each eye, with one with Tina's and one with Annette's, because I did do 3 with Judy, so it makes sense for me to do a third with both Tina's and Annette's. But I'll do that in one video instead of 2 separate ones. That way it just makes it a little bit more fun. So yes, I will see you in my next video. Bye everybody.